welcome back to the Voice of the Cape on 91.3 FM. I'm your host, Nadia Hamildin, in the mid-morning medley. Sure, it's been a really hectic morning, and for now, we are going to be moving on with the program. Remember, we still have garage sales. So if you have any items that you'd like to sell, swap, or give away, remember that WhatsApp number 082-9913913 or SMS 47913 if you have anything that you'd like me to read out. But later on in the show as well, we're going to be taking some names. So what you can do is you can WhatsApp me. We are doing the Voice of the Cape Daily Khatam al-Quran, and this is for tomorrow, inshallah. So we have the following ajza available: 16, 18, 20. 16, 18, 20 for tomorrow, inshallah. We have for tomorrow available the Voice of the Cape Daily Khatam al-Quran program. That is tomorrow, 16, 18 and 20, if you would like to do that ajza, 16, 18 and 20. Just a reminder, we have been inundated with janazah notices. We do apologize if you cannot get through to our reception, which is 021 442 3500. However, we cannot be taking these janazah notices via the WhatsApp line, only because we have to confirm them. So can I please ask that you call 021 442 3500. Shukran so much. Right, we're going to be moving on, and we have a familiar face in the studio, came to visit me. I don't feel so lonely anymore. We have we have in studio with us Nusaiba Brazo, and she's the South African representative for the Hybrid Trade Expo in Durban 2021, Africa, Indonesia. Wow, that's a mouthful. Assalamu alaikum and shukran so much for joining me.
Walaikum salam. Terima kasih for inviting me to the show.
It's so nice to see you again after such a long time.
Yes, it is lovely.
So that is a mouthful. South African business to benefit from a virtual Indonesian trade fair.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Some positivity.
Yes, for sure. You know, in these times of the pandemic, and we're trying to adapt as best as we can, and then the added strain of the looting that we've had in South Africa, we actually need to uplift the image of South Africa, of how we're viewed from overseas, so that we can still actually, trade in import, export, and have investment. And so this is a really wonderful opportunity, not only to trade with Indonesian businesses, but also across Africa. Mm-hmm. So there's another 13 countries across Africa that are already participants. Wow. So this is a really wonderful opportunity to network, if people have products, but also we're looking for distributors, import exporters, and a number of other trades too.
Mm-hmm. So tell me, how did this come about?
Well, actually, the CEO of Kareem International, Isnanda, he was referred to me by His Excellency, the Governor of West Sumatra. He actually knows me quite well because I studied in West Sumatra Indonesian dance and music and various arts, and he also was one of the main sponsors for my solo tour that I did across Indonesia. And he knows my passion for not only Indonesian culture, but also bridging the gap between South Africa and Indonesia. So initially, the request was actually to do Indonesian dance to open the show, because what a better way than someone in Africa doing traditional Indonesian dance. And then, to be quite honest, it's so aligned to what I believe in terms of us having a Pan-African perspective and mindset here, in terms of uplifting the continent, really, and increasing our relationship with Indonesia. So naturally, I ended up becoming the South African representative.
They couldn't have chose a better one, I think, in my opinion. So, Nusaiba, with regards to the title, why hybrid and not just virtual?
Yeah, for sure. So virtual would connotate that it's only online, but the hybrid aspect is that it's more interactive. So one of the features on there is that when you're giving a presentation, there's live Q&A. You can organize meetings, but also you can send samples. So samples from Indonesia will come to Nairobi first and then be distributed to the different countries. And then the same here. anyone who has products here, the samples will go to Nairobi. And so the concept is that normally when you go to an expo, you can taste the products, you can see it, you can touch them. It's interactive, and so when the business owner is doing their presentation, you have the product with you. So that's how we're trying to make it more tangible, and this also increases the chances for closing the deal, basically. If you really believe in your product, you want them to experience it.
Right. So in Nusaiba, at the rate we are currently going, and everything is virtual nowadays, why is it important for South Africans to get involved in this?
Well, as I said at the start, we have all of these challenges, but we also need to look how can we be innovative in these times? How can we be creative? How can we be more open-minded? And actually, we need to step into the uncomfortable so that we can grow.
Yeah.
So what I think is unique about Indonesians in the way that they conduct business and their philosophy is they have a genuine respect and appreciation for traditional cultures and heritage. And they see it as friendship, business. Relationships are friendships that are built for longevity. So this is the more uniqueness compared to China or other types of ways of conducting business, It's actually about building relationships and customizing things. So if we have, for example, instant housing that comes from Indonesia, we will incorporate that with traditional South African cultures, for example, in the way that it's designed and the artwork of those structures.
Alhamdulillah. So, you talk about Africa, you talk about African countries that have also come on board, and you talk Europe and America. Why not? Or are they on board as well?
No, the focus is Africa. Okay. It is Africa, yeah, for sure. Sander would be able to. It would be nice if he is able to come online still, because it's really nice to actually get his personal his viewpoint, of why he chose it. But obviously, I have my opinion too. I think there's already a lot of focus in Europe and America, and to really uplift South Africa and Indonesia, we need to unite more.
Yes, we do.
And
we do.
Where I always go back to is the first African Asian conference that was held in Bandung, Java in 1955. This was only 10 years after their independence, and it shows how much courage they had to actually bring together other nations that have been colonized and strategize and work through what is the way forward. So they come together with their struggles in their various ways, various religions, cultural backgrounds, and they work on a way forward for world peace and better international cooperation. So, there's in the speech of Sukarno, entitled "Let a New Asia and a New Africa Be Born," I'd like to maybe highlight something, because I think this expresses what it's all about. Although it was from 1955, I think it's still relevant now. We members of the conference were from different nations, different historical, social and cultural backgrounds, different religions, different politics, and even different colour of skin. Though it was so, we could be united by bitter experience of colonisation and by the same wish and fight in promoting world peace. And towards the end of the speech, I hope that it will give evidence of the fact that we Asian and African leaders understand that Asia and Africa can prosper only when they are united, and that even the safety of the world at large cannot be safeguarded without a united Asia-Africa. I hope that this conference will give guidance to humankind, will point out to humankind the way which it must take to attain safety and peace. I hope that it will give evidence that Asia and Africa have been reborn, that a new Asia and a new Africa have been born.
Wow.
So I think that this, is so relevant even now, that we just make sure that we also inspire the youth as well to keep trying to innovate, be open-minded, to collaborate, and really look at the wealth and the resources that we have here in Africa and across Indonesia of over 10,000 islands. We have enough here to be successful. We don't have to always keep looking to the West.
No,
we have our resources and we have so much creativity and talent here.
Agreed. but when you so I'm sure people are listening and people are saying, you know what, could my business? No, I can't do that. But which type of business? What market are you looking at? And I'm sure with COVID, there are so many people that have become entrepreneurs overnight. They needed to. They didn't have a choice.
Yes. But actually, that's been one of the exciting and wonderful thing that has come out of it is people that maybe were not even satisfied with their jobs. It's actually been a push for them to actually go into the work that they really love and actually what they're talented about.
Yes.
So, yes, for sure. Basically, anyone with a product. They particularly love things that are handmade. But there's a number, there's basically across all categories. It can be food, boutiques, handicrafts, furniture, across all categories. But they're also looking for distributors, importers, coffee shop owners, fashion brand owners, farmers, developers, construction companies, product registration services, market survey services, logistic providers. And I would just say you can contact us and discuss it further. We have different types of participation packages that you can be a part of. So the minimum is to list your business, and it can have images of your products, videos, and a virtual booth. And then you have 3 different types of categories to give a presentation on like a stage. So then you have 50 minutes to actually present your product.
50?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because you also want to allow for a Q&A and interact with the audience. And also, if you have particular skills and knowledge in import-export and these kind of things, then you can also do a presentation because it's all about knowledge transfer as well. And maybe some people are a little bit apprehensive because maybe they've never done export before, but they know they have a great product.
Yes.
And so this is a way where you can actually learn and you can see how you go about it and get advice. Kareem International have been doing import and export, specialising across Africa for over 25 years. So they're really learned in this field and they'll be able to help with answering any queries and questions that people have.
Okay. Wow, interesting. Wow, really, really taken aback by this. So what does Kareem International as the organisers see for the future of economic ties between Indonesia and Africa?
Well, they already have a Kareem House in Mauritius. And they also have strong ties with the Indonesian embassy, a base in Kenya and Nigeria. They've also won awards in Nigeria and a number of other African countries. So in terms of us here, they would love to have a Kareem House in South Africa. Yeah, okay. So, that would be a place for cultural significance, appreciating both of the cultural traditions, the heritage, and also obviously products and increasing the economy ties between us.
Okay, awesome stuff. If people would like to reach out to you, to get hold of you, to get more information, if this, this was, I don't think that this program was long enough to give the in-depth information that people might need to better understand what it is. So where can they reach you? Is there a Facebook page, Instagram, email? How can they get in touch with you?
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so they can WhatsApp me, which is 0820 719 414. There's also email address, which is kareeminternationalsa@gmail.com. So that's Kareem with a double E. I'll give my WhatsApp number again, 0820 719 414. And then of course there's Instagram and Facebook of Kareem International, but in terms of the actual South African representative, which is myself, then that would be the email address and the number. But you're also welcome to directly message the avenues for Kareem International, and then we can send the document that has an online application registration link, which is very easy and straightforward. And then all the details will be in the information pack on how it works and which option they might like to participate. Of course, this is actually very innovative. It's the first time that an event like this has been creative. So it is new for everyone. It's new for the organisers. It's new for all of the people that are involved. So we should see it as an exciting opportunity and a learning curve.
Yes, of course.
And also cultural appreciation, because at the opening ceremony and at the breaks, there will be performances from different cultures. So this is a way for us to better know one another.
Indeed. You want to give me that email address once again?
Yes, it's Kareem International SA@gmail.com.
All right, awesome stuff. Thank you so much to you, Nusaiba Brazo. It's been an absolute pleasure. It was nice seeing you again. And we wish you only the very best. Remember that if you'd like to WhatsApp Nusaiba, 082-07-19414. Shukran, and all the very best with this venture. I'm positive it's going to be an absolute success.
Inshallah, Amen. Thank you so much. Walaikum salam. Terima kasih.
That was Nusaiba Brazo, South African representative, Hybrid Trade Expo Indaba 2021, Africa, Indonesia. You tune to 91.3 FM. I'm your host, Nadia Hamildin. Do stay tuned.